Ever since the very first video on the ranch where we reviewed the collar that the dog is wearing for tracking him and recalling him and training, you guys have been suggesting that I try out Meshtastic. And so I finally got around to buying some Meshtastic devices to try out here on the ranch and see if they're a good option. The issue is that we live somewhat remotely. We basically only have Starlink as connectivity, so we don't have any cell service, we don't have any landline phone, we don't have any landline internet. We really only have Wi-Fi right here at the center of the homestead where the houses and the shop are. As soon as you get up into the forest, there's no connectivity other than the new iPhone satellite feature for emergencies. Meshtastic looks like it might be a good option for communicating between people no matter where they are on the ranch, as well as maybe with our neighbors, as well as potentially we could talk to people over SMS or on the internet via an internet gateway, as well as maybe use it for sensors. So everything from temperature and humidity to potentially even trail cams. I've heard that maybe that's stretching the limits of what it's capable of, but I'd like to try it out. So Meshtastic is a relatively cheap long distance mesh network that doesn't rely on the internet, doesn't rely on any cellular infrastructure, that allows you to either talk on devices like this, that sort of looks like a BlackBerry, or devices like this that pair to your phone. This pairs over Bluetooth to your phone, but potentially these can talk over 10 kilometers or more, depending on the situation and the settings on them. Mostly for text, very low bandwidth, but it's also a mesh network. So if this device can talk to this, and then you've got another device that can't reach this one, but can reach this one, they can all still talk to each other. This device will act as a relay. So we're gonna start by just testing these across the pond here. I'm gonna give this to Garrett, and I'm gonna take this with Graham. I got these working last night, but I wanna make sure they work before we head to opposite ends of the ranch to see what the range is like. Give that to you, Garrett. You head off over to the bridge, and Graham and I are gonna head over towards the shop, and we'll see if we can talk to each other.
Yo, what's up, mountain squad? I got this little doohickey mabob. I've been hearing a lot about these chips. Everyone's talking about chips these days. It's really weird looking, but I'm looking forward to seeing what it tastes like.
Now, I did take last night to set these up. It was a little bit more work than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a pretty out-of-the-box experience. I ended up having to upgrade the firmware on the sense cap, and I had to change some channel numbers around, they weren't on the right default channels and stuff, but they work right next to each other, but I haven't tested them any distance at all, so we'll see how this goes. We've got Mildred the duck out here on the pond. Most ducks come for a stay of a day or two. We're kind of the duck bed and breakfast. They stop in on their way somewhere else, but she's stuck around. Looks like maybe she's this year's hatchling. She seems real content on the pond, and she'll go away. She was gone for a couple days, and now she's back. So, all right, let's see if we can reach Garrett. Oh, so far away. We are online. We see one of two nodes. Let's try texting Garrett. So we're in the default long fast channel. Yo. This keyboard's tiny. Symbol.
Smells like a cool ranch. We got the rest of the squad across the lake. These don't come in any sort of bag, like any sort of chip bag I've ever seen, but I'm getting some sort of notification. I'm gonna press this little button. I just got this. Are you there? All right, what do I send back? Probably something like, yo, I'm here, exclamation point, boom.
Yep, there we go. Yo, I'm here. Sweet. Awesome. And then the other thing it can do is they can report GPS to each other, and you can turn that on and off. The next thing I want to do, I set this, there are some different radio settings that control how fast is it sending messages versus how long a range are you likely to get. So right now it's on long fast, which is the default, and I want to change the radio settings to long slow because that's recommended for this environment, longer ranges, trees, etc. I reconfigured the radios on both of the devices to be the long slow preset. So we're just gonna test that real quick. This brings me back to my BlackBerry days, right, which you both are too young for.
BlackBerry?
Are you smartphone native?
I'm aware of a BlackBerry, but I've never used one.
Okay.
Did you ever have a phone where you had to click the button multiple times
Yes.
to get,
Yeah, that was my first phone.
That was my first phone.
Yeah. So you can tell these messages aren't coming through instantaneously, and that's part of us being on the long slow. Sweet. Okay, I think we're good to go. Graham and I are gonna take the Polaris and head up that way towards the peak, which I haven't been up there in a little bit. We might grab a chainsaw just in case. We brought radios, which are in the FRS GMRS band. FRS is family radio. They're like 450 megahertz-ish. We will go on an adventure, see how far this works. If you can respond as quickly as possible so we can test. You are going to walk up and out that road that way. We'll see you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye, Garrett.
Have fun.
All right, we're gonna go get chainsaws and stuff. And send us a message when you get out to your designated spot.
You hear that, chat?
Y'all are in for a hell of an adventure with that one.
Can I message Grok on this thing?
I'm just gonna check oil and fuel. We're good. All the gear, all the time. Whoop, let's go forward. I hope you like off-roading.
Day 1 of Garrett's hiking vlog. Let's go see what Scotty's hiding in the woods.
I promise we've done this a bunch of times before. It's not that as bad as it looks.
Whoa, look at that. Have you ever seen something like that?
Here we are. This area is one of the potential building sites. I want to build a house and Greg and Christina want to build a house, and we're kind of sending out Garrett out to one and we're going to another. That's part of why there are roads up here. I don't know. Two of the nice flat spots, they get more sun than the main ranch. The main ranch is kind of tucked down and north facing, so it doesn't get a lot of sun in the winter. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Let's ping Garrett and see if he hears us. Are you getting?
Hey, we're just getting to the end of the road. Are you getting this?
There's something about, so we can see the nodes here, right? So we can see his location, which we're gonna have to blur, unfortunately, and his altitude. And then this is signal strength. So RSSI is signal strength in dBs, I believe, and SNR is signal to noise ratio. That's his battery, this is our battery. And this is how long ago we've heard from him. I think he's periodically sending us updates in terms of location, so we can see where he is relative to us, but I don't have the map tiles loaded on here, so. Whoop. Hey! I think I'm at the ridge. I got your message. Yes. Excellent. So let's go for a hike. So we're headed down. There's a little saddle here, and then we're gonna go up to a little peak. We've been to before, I think, like, we at least showed something from it in the original announcement video for Electric Ranch, but we might have showed some more.
I think it's in the first video.
This is kind of the point at which I think we are most suited to put a antenna tower. And we also could put up a Meshtastic repeater up there. I'm gonna try and avoid falling this time.
The woods out here, they make you go a little crazy. They make you go a little nutso.
So this is the peak. I'm sure we'll be able to talk to him from here. But I'll check. We're at the peak. Did we bring the radio? We did not. Whoops.
I'm not exactly sure if they got the last message I sent, but I'm just gonna start doing parkour on these rocks because you know, what else are you supposed to do when you're in the woods?
I will say my initial reaction is that I would rather carry the SenseCap card and use my phone because it's faster for me to type on it and it's a more familiar interface, better screen. This seems like it would be an easy thing to give someone who was visiting the ranch and not have to worry about setting up their phone and stuff. Though I will say I asked Garrett to download the Meshtastic app and it didn't take very long for him to get going. So the biggest problem is that it kept pairing with my phone and I had to turn off my Bluetooth so that he could connect to it. And then once he connected to it, I couldn't. And so that's annoying. Sorry, this is really hard to see in the sun, but I don't know if you can see that. We forgot our radio. Forgot our radio. Oh, you can't do emoji on here either. That's a good reason why we can't use this. Not getting Garrett now. When's the last time we talked to him? Oh, just now. So he's getting these. He's just slow typing or something. I don't know.
I'm getting another boop on my beep.
It's got an audience to entertain.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yep, we got a message. Okay. This seems like a win for me. I think what we should do is drive down there and test again when we're like down nestled in the valley among the trees. Just so you know where Garrett is, Garrett's like along that ridge line over across the way, like in front of the rock, but the ridge line in front of the rock. You know, pretty decent ways away. But I want to test down in the valley more where there's not necessarily direct line of sight. It should still work, but we'll see. Okay, hop in, we'll head down the mountain and see how this works down in that like gully ravine area. I just got a blank message from him. I'm gonna have to ask him about that. I've gotten 2 blank messages from him in the course of testing today. Okay, headed down the mountain. This was terrifying the first time we did it coming up here, but it's really actually not bad. It looks way more scary in person than it does on camera. It's hard to tell exactly how steep this is, but we are like leaning against our seat belts here. All right, watch your elbows. So I think we'll head down to the stream crossing. I think that's probably the worst spot and see how we do. We're mostly kind of in this bowl, so I don't know how much like lack of line of sight there is. All right, I'm gonna just park here and let's hop out and test radios again. This will kind of be the ultimate test here. Okay.
It's been about 4 hours. I'm losing track of time. I think my phone is about to die.
Always chasing squirrels and birds. Always. Never catches them, but always chasing them. This is claiming we last heard from him 15 hours ago. That doesn't seem right. And also that he's not online. Garrett, how do you copy? Garrett, come in, Garrett.
Oh, we're getting a radio. Hello, Roger, Roger.
I just barely copy you on that.
Okay, come back.
Are you receiving messages on Meshtastic?
The last standby message. Standby.
Okay, we sent a couple messages since then.
I could not understand that last message. Could you repeat that over?
I could not understand that.
I didn't copy that.
I think we're getting some sort of interference. I think something's jamming the...
We will come pick you up. All right, let's go get him.
Is he in a snowstorm?
We will come pick you up.
That just sounds like a waterfall of static to me.
All right, let's go get him. Come on, Dozer. We'll compare timestamps and stuff, but I don't think he received those when he should have, which means we probably do need a repeater, at least at the home base, if not up on that peak. The fortunate thing is those are relatively easy to set up, and I think I already have a solution that I bought on eBay. Our summer logging operation in full swing. I've been having fun doing that. We'll have to show that in an upcoming video. I've gotten a little more sophisticated. So Garrett should be somewhere out here. See if we can find him. We'll see if he went all the way to the end, like I hoped he did. Yeah, I'm still only showing 2 nodes online. I'm not seeing his node. It's one of my concerns with the Meshtastic stuff is it's still a little bit fiddly, and that worries me in remote situations and situations where you're really relying on it to work. I don't think it has to be. It's more the devices we have. It's more a device issue than the core of Meshtastic, but...
What should we talk about when they get here? I think they're driving the Polaris, so I should talk about something real crazy. Maybe top 10 clowns.
Yeah, I think you went all the way out where I'd hoped you'd gone. Sweet.
Number 10 is definitely Pennywise. Pennywise the clown.
Well, hello, weary traveler.
Hello.
Can we offer you a ride?
I would love a little ride. How was the drive?
Good. I am worried that I have no signal from your device.
Well, that's not good.
What does it say on your phone?
It said 2 connected when I was checking it.
Okay. Let's look at your phone.
Phone says that there's 2 online.
Okay.
Uptime 46 minutes.
Because you're still not receiving. Well, the messages might have timed out, but.
Hey, Ambrose. I did walk a little bit further up that direction.
Okay.
And I don't know.
Yeah, the bell you're sending doesn't, it just gives me an empty message. So that's interesting. You haven't received any of these messages, but now I do see you online, but I'm not getting any notification that those like didn't successfully send, whereas on here I feel like you do. Like at least on the iOS app, you get a notification of like, hey, nobody acknowledged this didn't get sent.
Right.
Are you good
I can
hopping in the
hold on
back?
to the back? Or like onto the top?
Yeah, you can if you want. There's some low-hanging branches you might want to sit down.
Okay.
It's a bumpy ride.
Alright, how do I get into this?
Hop on up, find a tire.
Alright, I'm just gonna crouch
Okay.
on the
Ready?
back here like a degenerate. Yeah. And I won't fall off, I swear. Whoa!
I'll try and take it easy, but let me know if I'm...
Put the camera down if you feel unsafe. Hold on.
Alright, but I gotta get the action shot.
When was the last time we were up here, Scotty?
Last time I was up here?
In a video.
Oh, in a video, it was when we were putting up the no trespassing signs, of which there was one right there. I've been out logging on this side. There's a lot of downwood, and this road is a bit better than the other one, so I figured it would be easier to work on. Kind of get my logging technique all dialed in. You okay back there, Garrett?
Yeah.
Okay.
So good.
So you can see there's just like tons of downwood here. So I'm pulling a lot of the downwood out because it's still dry enough to burn. And then over here you can see all the stumps that I've cut. These were all dead trees.
I feel like Spider-Man or something.
One of the next things I want to tackle is this big cluster right here and pull that all out. I pulled a few trees out, but I gotta pull down some of the leaners. We need like 4 to 5 cords of firewood by my estimate. A cord is 8 feet wide, 4 feet tall, and 2 stacks deep.
You should do an edit here, Garrett, where he like teleports back into his chair.
So, despite that not working everywhere, I still think I count that as a successful test. Despite not being able to send messages when we were kind of down in that valley, we were able to send messages from the peak. And I think the answer is we probably just need a repeater. I think I'll probably start by putting one here just because it's easy. We have power, we have internet, whatever. And we don't technically need internet, but I'd like to do some sort of internet gateway type thing. Play with that. As I said before, I bought something on eBay that I think is gonna help us with that. We'll do that as a future video. Yeah, overall, pretty happy with both of these devices. I think there's a lot to be said for both. I lean more towards this, as I said, because I like being able to use my phone, and having this be an accessory, like an add-on radio to your phone, seems nice. I'm pretty sure it's waterproof. It certainly looks waterproof. It's got, you know, a ring here to hang it from something. It seems very robust. This does not seem waterproof at all. There's an open port right here. It just seems like this would get beaten up out here on the ranch. So I'm less inclined to have this, but it seems like something you could give a guest and just have it pre-configured and ready to go. I do want to play more with some radio settings and see if we can get some better range out of these. I need to look at the antenna and transmit power stuff as well. We might be able to turn up the transmit power a little bit. But yeah, I think overall successful test. We probably will carry them on the ranch as a communication method going forward. I think I'll buy a couple more sense caps to start with. And then I would love to play with some sensors. I just think that probably is going to be a great fit for us for really low power, long range sensors for various things. Would definitely recommend both of these devices. These came recommended by someone very involved in the Meshtastic community as their go-to devices, and I would agree, these are great. I will put links to both of these that are affiliate links down in the description. If you decide to buy one to try it out, I'd love it if you click on an affiliate link. Every little bit helps in doing projects like this around the ranch and keeping the ranch running. Also, if you're in the Bay Area, there's a pretty large Meshtastic network there that spans most of the Bay, for the San Francisco Bay Area. So definitely check that out if you're in that area. But I think other major cities are building up networks as well. So pretty cool stuff. I know people are using them in like activist situations and things like that to not rely on cellular infrastructure, things like that. So I think that's pretty cool. They obviously have a lot of potential in disaster situations as well. You know, you have a hurricane, an earthquake, or something like that, and all the public infrastructure, cellular infrastructure, and internet infrastructure is down. This would work great. So great options. But yeah, I'll keep poking at this, and we'll have some upcoming videos of how this works out and what else we do with it. I'll see you again soon.